بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على النبي الكريم وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity to continue our lesson in Kitab AlAkhdari. This is going to be the 16th lesson under Zuhra Educational Foundation. My name is Muhammad Salis Yaqub Yalisu, and we are going to continue from rulings on Ba'di prostration. وَمَنْ نَسِيَ السُّجُودَ الْبَعْدِيَّ سَجَدَهُ وَلَوْ بَعْدَ عَامٍ. Whoever forgets the Ba'di prostration, he must prostrate it even after a year. So we can clearly see that we have a difference between Sujud al-Qabli and Sujud al-Ba'di. If you forget to do Sujud al-Qabli, you are allowed to do Sujud al-Ba'di immediately. But if you forget to do Sujud al-Qabli and you did not observe Sujud al-Ba'di instead of Sujud al-Qabli and you left the masjid, or a lot of time has already elapsed, then in that situation, your prayers is invalid. But for the case for Sujud al-Ba'di, if you did not observe Sujud al-Ba'di, and you remember, even if it is after a year or 2 years or 10 years, then your prayers is considered to be valid as far as whenever you remember you observe that Sujud al-Ba'di. The reason behind that is because Sujud al-Ba'di is due to increase, where Sujud al-Qabli is due to decrease. So please, let's take note of this. وَمَنْ نَقَصَ فَرِيضَةً فَلَا يُجْزِئُهُ السُّجُودُ عَنْهَا. This is very important. If one misses an obligation from a prayer, then prostration is not sufficient for him. Sujud al-Qabli and Ba'di are only sufficient for Sunnah act, but not obligatory or a righteous act, please. So if you omitted an obligatory act, you have to come up with that thing, or you come up with another raka'ah unit, raka'ah based on your circumstance. But for the case of coming with Sujud al-Qabli or Ba'di, it is not accepted, please. وَمَنْ نَقَصَ الْفَضَائِلَ فَلَا سُجُودَ عَلَيْهِ. Also, if one decreases a recommended act, or you can call it a virtuous act of prayer, there is no prostration for him. ولا يكون السجود القبلي إلا لترك السنتين. The Qabli prostration is performed due to missing of 2 or more sunnahs. وأما السنة الواحدة فلا سجود لها إلا السر والجهر. But for the case of silent or audible recitation that were interchanged, then فلا سجود عليه, one is not recommended, or one is not obligated to observe sujood prostration of forgetfulness for them, unless if it is a sirra wal jahra, silent or audible recitation where he interchanged them. وَمَنْ أَسَرَّ فِي الْجَهْرِ سَجَدَ قَبْلَ السَّلَامِ. Whoever recites silently in an audible recitation, he is going to prostrate before salam. وَمَنْ جَهَرَ فِي السِّرِّ سَجَدَ بَعْدَ السَّلَامِ. Conversely, whoever recites audible in his silent prayer should prostrate after the salam. Let's take note of this too. وَمَنْ تَكَلَّمَ سَاهِيًا سَجَدَ بَعْدَ السَّلَامِ. Whoever speaks out of forgetfulness must prostrate after the salam. Out of forgetfulness. But if you speak intentionally, then your prayer is considered invalid. وَمَنْ سَلَّمَ مِنْ رَكَعَتَيْنِ سَاهِيًا سَجَدَ بَعْدَ السَّلَامِ. If someone mistakenly say his salam after second raka'ah or after 2 raka'ats, because like here, maybe in Salat al-Maghrib, any prayer other than Salat al-Subhi, if you observe your salam after 2 raka'ats, you have to do Sujud al-Ba'di after coming up with the remaining raka'ats. وَمَنْ زَادَ فِي الصَّلَاةِ رَكْعَةً أَوْ رَكْعَتَيْنِ سَجَدَ بَعْدَ السَّلَامِ. Whoever add 1 or 2 rak'ats to a prayer, he should prostrate after the salam. But it should be noted that if you add 2 rak'ats in Salatul Subhi, which has 2 rak'ats, then your prayers is invalid. But for other rak'ats, you have to come up with Sujud al-Ba'di. وَمَنْ زَادَ فِي الصَّلَاةِ مِثْلَهَا بَطَلَتْ. So as we explained, if someone add the same number of rak'at to a prayer, like praying 4 rak'ats in Subhi prayer or 8 rak'ats in Zuhur prayer, then your prayer is invalid. وَمَنْ شَكَّ فِي كَمَالِ صَلَاتِهِ أَتَى بِمَا شَكَّ فِيهِ. Whoever has doubt about the completeness of his prayer, he should perform whatever he doubts. He doubts that, okay, have I observed my sujood, the second sujood or not? Then you should observe it. وَالشَّكُّ فِي نُقْصَانِ كَتَحَقُّقِهِ. Doubt in reducing part of prayer is like certainty. So if you doubt in something, consider this as certain. فَمَنْ شَكَّ فِي رَكْعَةٍ أَوْ سَجْدَةٍ أَتَى بِهَا وَسَجَدَ بَعْدَ السَّلَامِ. So whoever doubts about performing a bowing or prostration must perform it and prostrate after the salam, because this is going to take you out of uncertainty. وَإِنْ شَكَّ في السلام سلم إن كان قريبا ولا سجود عليه وإن طال بطل صلاته. But if one doubts about saying the salam, he must say the salam if he is nearby and there is no prostration. If a long time has already passed, then his prayer is invalid, because here I'm doubting whether have I said my assalamu alaikum or not. Then please say assalamu alaikum now. But if it is after 1 hour that you started to think like whether have I said my assalamu alaikum or I did not say my assalamu alaikum, so your prayer is now invalid, please. والموسوس يترك الوسوسة من قلبه ولا يأتي بما شك فيه ولكن يسجد بعد السلام سواء شك في زيادة أو نقصان. The muwaswis, that is the one who has constant doubt, must remove the waswasa. He has to remove that the constant doubt he used to have from his heart, and not perform what he has doubt about, but prostrate after the salam, whether he doubted about an increase or decrease. So in this case, he has a constant, so we have to find a constant solution for him. Okay. وَمَنْ جَهَرَ فِي الْقُنُوتِ فَلَا سُجُودَ عَلَيْهِ وَلَكِنَّهُ يُكْرَهُ. Whoever recites aloud in qunut, then there is no prostration required, but it is like to do it intentionally. So please, when we are observing our qunut, we should not do it loudly. Alhamdulillah.